Cool. Well, Carl, you've made the long trek out to Ballarat. You've come away with a 3-1 win. What were your impressions of your side's performance?
Happy with the desperation that we showed to stay in front. I've said Western are quite a good side, a very good attacking side, and they could have punished us a few times tonight, but we're very fortunate that we've got a top quality goalkeeper in Joe, and the defence, at times put their body on the line, which was excellent. And then, I think we're always going to score goals, with the quality players that we've got in the attack as well. So, very happy that we got the 3 points.
Because coming into you talk about Western's attack, but coming into today, they only had scored 1 goal from open play, and they're creating a lot of opportunities. I guess moving forward, how do you tighten up, especially coming off last week as well? You last game, you weren't punished like you were against Sydney, but they had the chances.
Yeah, look, it's something that we've been working on for a long time. We spent a lot of time during the week working on our defence, and we got to remember, we've got quite a few younger players, in our defence. Even Joe Gauchi, he's still, only 23, and you've got Popper that's still quite young, Giuseppe quite young. So it's just a matter of keep working with them and getting them to the level that what we want them to be at.
So I guess what I'm hearing, it's not an inevitability, but you're confident that just through the weight of experience alone, this is a defence that will improve as the season goes on? Yeah,
most definitely. I think the whole team will keep improving. I've said, I think today we started with 623s on the pitch, which is quite young, and we've known that's what our squad is. We've got some good senior professional players that are helping these young players develop into good players, and at times they're going to be some dips in their form, but we're going to back them in and support them and keep working with them, because that's what we are. We're here about developing our players to go on and be, move on to bigger and better things.
I guess, given that it is such a young group, how important was it today, just the result itself, never mind the performance, but after the Sydney game, just coming out here and getting a good result and steadying the ship?
Yeah, look, as I said to the boys before the game, I think our first 2 games of the season we were outstanding, and then we sort of dropped off a little bit against the Victory and then, the Sydney game, and it's about getting back to why we were so good in the first game and what that looked like. And we saw bits and pieces of that again today. It's a difficult place to travel to, Ballarat. The grass is a little bit different to what we're used to playing on. It's a little bit slower. I'm very happy with the boys' fight to get the 3 points.
You started with Luca Ayanovich today over Hiroshi. Could you, before I ask about his performance, what made you go with that decision?
I think at the beginning we wanted to play a lot more high tempo and a lot more high pressing, and Luca's younger legs allows us to do that, and we saw when we brought Hiroshi on at the end, he can hold the ball up and cause a few issues in the back end of the game. So that's all it was today. We wanted to start a little bit different after our last performance. We wanted to start quite fast and be quite aggressive.
And how do you think Luca did in his 70 odd minutes, I think it was?
Yeah, look, again, Luca's 18 years of age, learning the game. He scored again. He had 1 or 2 other opportunities, and that's what Luca is. Luca's a goal scorer, and it's great that he got a goal because he worked hard today, and that's the reward for the work that we asked him to do.
Physically, is he capable of starting week in and week out, or does he still need some development before he reaches that point?
I think that's all our young players. There are going to be times when they're starting, and there's going to be times when they're on the bench. It's so we're here to develop them, and we'll give them time to work on their game, and at times, we'll give them opportunities to come out of the team so they can focus on getting better.
One of your players who's not a younger body, but Ben Halloran, he was particularly impressive today. What did you make of him?
Yeah, look, Ben, he's had to step up, since Craig has moved on, and he certainly has done that. Not just what he's doing on match day on the pitch, it's what he's doing every day at the training track, what he's doing, working with the younger players. He's really stepped up and taken that responsibility. And we've seen in some of his performance so far this year, it's been the Ben Halloran that we're used to.
How much of a luxury is it for you as a coach when you've got Ben, who's serving as one of these leaders, that not only is he a very good player, obviously, but he gets football so much. He's a very smart player as well, and he's bringing that intelligence to how he works with the players.
Yeah, it's very important. I think that's something that we make sure that we're doing the right in putting good players, senior players, in with our young players. And it's something that we're very careful of what senior players we bring into the group, that we make sure we got quality people first, and then some good footballers as well, and Ben ticks all those boxes.
You've got MacArthur next week. Any injury or fitness concerns you'll be watching ahead of that one?
Not on our side. Unfortunately, we have a few long-term injuries, but other than that, everyone was fine today. Johnny Yale had a little bit of illness, so I think he had to come off quite quickly to make it to the change room. So other than that, everyone else is quite good.
And in terms of any players coming back, what's the time frame on some of those long-term injuries? Not expecting him back for the Bulls, I imagine. Yeah, no, they're all still a long way away. It's unfortunate Panache picked up that serious injury a couple of weeks ago, and Jay Barnett's had a little bit of a setback as well, which is unfortunate. We've got enough cover with the players that we've got at the moment, and we've got some good competition for positions.